What's up? It's Ryman! Yeah, and it's my birthday video. But it's not my birthday, so, I mean, you could put happy birthday and all that, but it's not my birthday. My birthday's gone. This is what happened on my birthday. Actually, 2 days before my birthday. So, 2 days before my birthday, it was a Saturday. And it was the last day at my old job. So my coworkers threw me a little goodbye party, and they put a little birthday party with it. And one of my coworkers, they made a cake and ice cream, vanilla ice, homemade ice cream, man. Have you ever had homemade ice cream? And it was good. We went to a little izakaya, and there was all these students from in there, whatever, just doing what they're doing. We're eating, and they bring out a cake. And you know, I'm 31, in case you're wondering how old I am. I'm 31. I say it once every year, and then, you know, next week someone's like, how old are you? I think he's 13. Well, they don't say it that low, but, you know, they'd be doing that. But I'm 31. And I'm proud, man. Every year I get older and wiser, and I look so damn good. You know, I age nicely, if I do say so myself. So, yeah. And they had a little cake. They put 31 freaking candles on this cake. This shit was so light and bright. They put out, people were just looking. So everybody stopped doing what they're doing. They're looking over at this big fire in the corner of the room, like a bonfire. And then they start singing, and even these stranger people start singing, happy birthday to you. I don't know who they're singing. They're all just getting into it, and then I try to blow out the candles, but I don't blow out candles, man. I do want to, and then it goes out. Because literally, you know, because when you blow, spit comes out. Blah, blah. And I don't want to spit on people's cake. I don't want to spit on your cake and make you eat it too. You know what I mean? So I blow it out, and we're eating the cake, and then one of my coworkers disappears. And I'm like, oh, they're probably going to buy a card. I'm like, well, whatever. It's a thought that counts. But when they came back, they already had a card, and then it already had all these signatures or little messages in it, so they already prepared it beforehand. And you know, I was reading it, and you know, it touched me, man. I don't know. I didn't expect it. I guess the whole theme of this year, my 31st birthday, was surprise. People were surprising me left and right. So what surprised me was, you know, I don't know if it says from Team Mizo no Kuchi. That's where I used to work, and I really did feel like a team at that branch. I was at many other branches. I just felt like the odd guy, but at this branch I felt like these are my people, and I will miss them. I won't miss working there, but I will miss them. But they're all my Facebook friends anyway, so it's not like I can't reach out and poke them. Alright, and what was really cool is they try to make the little RG with the heart, you know? Which is the details, man. You know, just the details. The details that make everything go. So yeah, after the party, I said farewell, and I went to Roppongi. This is Saturday, so I went out to Roppongi. I was going to go to my favorite spot. But when I rolled up in there, it was shut down. Apparently, underage girls were sneaking in. Which, I'm not surprised, because one time I was in the club, I was doing my thing, you know? And I'm dancing with this girl, and she's like, I'm like, so, you know, what school you go to? Thinking she's going to say I'm a university student, blah. She's like, I'm a high school student. I'm like, okay, whatever, 18, 19. I'm like, how old are you? She's like, I'm 16. I'm like, yeah, right. And she just kept saying, like, let me see your ID. Let me see your ID. But she never showed me her ID. And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to get in trouble for this. But she's always in there. I always see her every week, dance with other dudes. Yeah. But anyway, the place was closed down because of that, or so I heard. So then I was like, in Roppongi, the last train has already passed. So I got to go somewhere, and I'm looking around. I haven't been to Roppongi like 6 months, so there's like new restaurants and new everything. It was actually clean. Can you imagine Roppongi clean? For those of y'all who know Haven't been there for a while. Clean Roppongi. And so I try out this one spot because there was a line. I go downstairs and, you know, it was alright. But I want something bigger. It was kind of like a bar. I like big clubs with 2 rooms. So if the music in this room sucks, I can mosey on to the next room. So I went to another club, and it's Gas Panic, if you're following the story, if you know what I'm talking. So I went to Gas Panic, and you know, I go in there and you have to buy a drink. So I get cranberry. I like cranberry. So I'm like, can I get a cranberry, sir? So the guy gives me a cranberry. I take a sip. I'm like, ah! Like, there's something wrong. There's some kind of alcohol in this. So I'm like, nah. So I go back in line. I'm like, hey, dude, you put, I just want cranberry. So he takes a sip. Well, nah, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, no, cranberry. So he sips it now. No, it's okay, it's okay. There's alcohol in it. It's like, no, I don't want alcohol. And then he's pointing to the tip part, like, put a tip in there. So maybe he's thinking I want extra alcohol. Like, no, I'm good. Just give me cranberry. So I point to the thing, cranberry. And dude just like, well, good night. So then he finds this waitress over there, and she comes, well, it's not a waitress, bartender lady. She comes over, she's like, you know, what's up? I'm like, I want cranberry. I don't drink. She's like, oh. And then she tells dude, and dude's like, oh, my bad, well, he said in Japanese, but my bad. And then we pow. No, we didn't fight, just a pow. Well, maybe you didn't get in this pow. You know, we do that fist bump, and then it's all good. But I couldn't stand being in this club because it's so packed. Which, I don't mind a packed club. It was packed full of dudes, man. Sweaty dudes. You know, when you rub up on them, the sweat just... And I was in my suit. So I don't want sweaty dudes on my suit. Plus they're stomping over my shoes, and the music was so-so. So I leave, and now I'm looking, where can I go? I mean, money's not a problem, you know. I got some money. I'm celebrating here. I was alone, but I'm celebrating. So then I see this long line, like something you would see in New York, where people are just lined up there, standing there looking all salty because they're standing in a line. So I'm like, let me try this one. So I get in line, and I'm trying to get in line, and dude's like, he's looking at me like, duh-duh-duh-duh. And then the bouncer's like, get to the back of the line. I'm like, why don't you just say that with a smile? But, you know, everything's good. I don't care. So I go way in the back of the line. For those of you who know Roppongi, it was Club Vanity. And I was all the way by Hard Rock Cafe. I'm like, this club better be good. So I'm standing in line, and people are like, is this club any good? I'm like, I don't know. There's a line. It must be good. But then the people in front of me like, we ain't waiting in no line. So they leave, and then these people behind me come up in there. They were from Italy. And they were talking. I'm all eavesdropping. And they're talking about, yes, in Europe we go to different clubs. We do not wait in line. We just VIP. Like, okay. And the one guy, he was in a suit with 2 girls. And, you know, I'm thinking maybe these could be my buddies. But I was on my shy shit, so I didn't say anything. So we're progressing along in the line. I was in the line for like an hour. And then finally, you know, me and the Italian girl make eye contact. And I'm like, hey, baby, where you from? I didn't say it like that, but I was like, where are you from? She's like, I'm from Italy. And then the line progresses again. And then I go through, and then we go to the 14th floor. And this club was crazy, man. It was huge. It's like a whole... It's huge. I didn't take any video footage of that. My bad. But, actually, you really can't. But, it's just huge. And, you know, people are in there. There's VIP. There's karaoke. It's just huge. And the music's, it's alright, you know, club music. So I'm in there in my suit, in my coat, with my book bag, trying to get a sense of the place. And then I'm standing in line, because you get 2 free tickets. I'm standing in line, and guess who's behind me? It's the Italian girl. So then I come over and I say, hey baby, what you drinking? And she said, I don't know what she said. That's that. So then I get my Coke, and then I go somewhere, and then the guy's like, the bouncer's like, hey man, put your book bag away. I'm like, because when I walked through, they said there's no room for book bags. You have to watch your own stuff. But he's like, there's a, what do you call it? Well, there's a place where you can put your books, bag, stuff. So I'm like, okay, thank you. I was being extra polite to everybody. Nothing was going to ruin my mood. So I'm like, thank you, sir. And then I go over there. I give the guy my bag and my... So now I'm in the suit with my glasses. Not these glasses. And, you know, I'm ready to get my dance on. But there was mad people. For this club, girls were free. So there was two lines. There was one line with a stream of girls just going in. Brum, brum. And then the line I was in was where all the dudes who coming in like, then 50 girls, then 3 dudes, and then 50 girls. Now girls were leaving, so constant flow of people. So there was lots of people, and you know, I'm just chilling, just walking around trying to find a spot. Some, you know, so then I'm standing there just chilling, and some girls like, you know, I'm making small talk with people around me, and this girl's like, why are you in a suit? I'm like, I can't wear a suit. I can't look good. She's like, yeah, you can. You look good. And I was going to think of something snappy to say. I was going to say this. Why are your boobs hanging out? But I didn't think it was appropriate. Plus, I have no problems with people having their boobs hanging out. So we're just talking, where you from, what you do, and I'm like, hey, it's my birthday this week. And she's like, oh, that's so great. And she does one of those. And then I'm like, hey, you should buy me a drink. And then she's like, yeah. So then we rush off to the bar, and then she's standing there looking at me, and I was like, shit. She must have thought I said, I'm going to buy you a drink. Which I never buy any girls drink, because I don't drink. And, you know, soda and whatever the hell they drinking is usually much more, and, you know, I don't need to. I'm rhyming. But today is a different day, so I'm like, you know, what do you want to drink? After I see that there was a misunderstanding there. And then she's like, I want that. It was 1,000 yen, man. I ain't a baller. I ain't balling. I'm just teaching, man. Teaching and making YouTube videos. So I buy her 1,000 yen drink, and then her friend was there. So I'm like, what do you want? And she's like, no, 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 I don't want anything. But you know, I don't want one friend to have. So like, what do you want? And she got some soda or whatever. And then I got a soda. I think I got it for free because the man, the bartender dude, he almost spilled it on my suit. Like, ugh. So then I tried to pay him. He's like, no, no, no. So that's the second time that night bartender's messing with me. So then I'm talking to these girls, and you know, they go stand up on the thing to go dance by whatever. And then I'm just walking around and just enjoying myself. It was a nice club. I might go there again with some more people, because going to the club by yourself is kind of boring. Unless you make the most of it. I wasn't going to let anything bother me, so I was good. Alright, so that's night 1. And I guess we're going to have to break these up, because, yeah. So, just follow the links. They're all going to be up. You don't have to wait. So just follow the links. So, next video coming up. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.